Hmm? What happened, guys? No one is respond. Okay. So
Sir,
yeah,
okay, sir.
any doubt or anything, please.
No, sir. Nothing.
No, no
Clear.
doubt.
Sir.
No, 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 no. What happened? Yeah, we'll close it later. Okay. So again, so I have a machine. I have a CPU, RAM, disk space is there. Disk is also there, right? So hard disk is there. Okay, so I create a virtual machine. Each virtual machine I install operating systems. Like I have a multiple virtual machines here, each one having a operating system. Each one consumes some RAM capacity, 4 GB, 2 GB, 1 GB. It depends upon your system. Okay, it consumes some space, right? It consumes some space. Okay, but I want to run this application into multiple PCs. What happened? I created multiple virtual machines and I install operating system in the each PC. It consumes my physical resources. It consumes my RAM capacity. Okay, mainly CPU, RAM it will utilize, and storage also it is utilized. So more space I have to create. So for example, if you see my virtual machines in my H drive, see it consumes more space. Only virtual machines are there here. Out of 531 GB, so I got a 107 GB free. It means almost more than 400 GB is utilized by my virtual machines. Of course, I have to delete the unused virtual machines also. But it consumes, right? For example, if it is a Windows, minimum it will take 15 to 20 GB from the disk space. If I'm using Linux, 2 GB, 3 GB for minimal. Okay, at least to least 2 GB, 3 GB for each virtual machine. How to dedicate it, and each one consumes minimum 1 GB, 2 GB RAM kind of stuff. So five are there. Each one is 1 GB, 5 GB RAM are consuming, CPU consuming, right? So physical resources are consuming more in this scenario, right? But what is our aim? Our aim is to run application. Our aim is to run our application only. So you should run an application, but in a multiple machines means multiple instance you have to run the application. So what is this container kind of stuff? We'll see this one. This is also same thing, same as my physical machine. Okay, same as so like I have a hardware, CPU, RAM, and hard disk, and I have my own operating system. Whether it is Windows or Linux or whatever it is, I will write that list here. This is container means like a Docker. Docker is nothing but an application or engine, whatever the name we call the Docker as a Docker. But Docker is is a kind of application. Here we use a VMware workstation, VirtualBox for a virtualization purpose. Same thing for this scenario we are using Docker. Docker is nothing but an application. It's nothing but an application. Okay. So here it is in a Docker application. So what we are doing, Docker application means Docker engine. It utilize your hardware through your operating system, through your operating system only. It utilize your operating system kernel. Sorry. It utilize your operating system kernel part. Okay, kernel. Okay, and it is your operating system kernel to interact with the hardware. So it don't have any kernel part also. Either it use your operating system kernel to interact with the hardware, or it use your operating systems related virtualization platform. It's very intelligent, right? You don't have any virtualization platform. It utilize your operating system based virtualization platform. For example, you are using Linux. Linux virtualization platform is KVM UEMU. So it is become class. So it will utilize your KVM directly, kernel based virtualization. So directly it use. If you are using Windows, okay, Windows generally comes with Hyper-V, right? If you have a Hyper-V and you install a Hyper-V, if you have a Hyper-V and you install a Hyper-V, and you can run Docker thing. It use your Hyper-V thing. If you don't have, or maybe you don't want Hyper-V, so Docker also from Docker there is a one more tool. It asks you to install. It won't install. It will ask you to install. You have to install that one. That is called WSL. What is WSL? Windows Subsystem for Linux. It means it is a very simply say it is a Linux kernel installed in your physical machine. It is a Linux kernel installed in a it is a Linux kernel. Okay, install in your Windows machine. So it will install your Linux kernel to run virtualization like KVM kind of stuff. It will support. It utilize your operating system. Operating system means your kernel and for virtualization and consuming your resources. Next, here we don't need to install any operating system. In Docker, we are managing images. You're managing images. What is this image? Image is contains your application or anything operating system. Image can be your application or can be your any basic operating system kind of stuff, means Linux based few operating system or application. It's a simple image. So my image name is image1 for example. Okay, it maintain images. On images, on images we create a containers. On images we create a container. Image is a like a thing. Okay, these are the containers. Single image we can run multiple containers. Image contains your application libraries, required libraries. Okay, like that. Sometimes you can use operating system as a image also. There is some operating systems are there, CentOS, Oracle, Red Hat, like that kind of stuff is also there. Okay, this is simply a image, and this is containers. Okay, meaning is simple. My image name is, for example, app1 is my image. I want to run this image in a separate containers, C1, C2, C3, like that. Image won't disturb. Image contains a files. Image contains application and library files. Runtime environment. It means it contains a files. It means your application related files, libraries. Okay. If you required, if you want required, then it's runtime libraries. Okay. Runtime libraries. It is like .dll files kind of stuff. .ss files is there. This is simple a image. Remember, like a hard disk. Image means like your hard disk. Hard disk contains a information, right? Containers are runtime variables. Like it run your images. It run it your images without disturb your image. Okay, without disturb your image. Okay, it utilize your image. Okay, and run like this. Like I can my for example, this is a some web application, web application. So here I can run my website. So three machines are running, and to run it utilize your hardware only. It to run it utilize your hardware only. It utilize your hardware. It utilize your virtualization platforms only. Okay, it is not installing anything newly. It utilize your virtualization platform only. It run on your physical machine only. But only one thing is not there. What it is? You no need to install operating system every time. Simply take an image, create a container, run with the container. Containers are running. If you modify anything in the container, like you add some file in this container, nothing will happen to your image. Nothing will happen to your image. Like a differencing disk type only. Okay, what are the modifications you done in a container? It stays in the container only. It won't affect on and other containers and your image. So that is called a containerization. So easily understand. Application is a simple. Go to Docker Hub. Docker Hub is like a GitHub only to maintain images. You can post your images. Your personal images are there, so you can post your images to Docker Hub, or you can take any public Docker things are there, so you can take it. Just to show you. So this is, for example, Oracle Database Enterprise Edition 12c. See, it is directly application. Okay, WebLogic Server, Java 8e, MySQL Server. For example, I want a SQL server. MySQL server I want it. So I can't do it because it's a private one. Okay. Um, Jenkins. Jenkins is also there. So name is not showing. Yeah, Ubuntu is operating system. PostgreSQL. So easy one. Maybe this one. Yeah, like this. Full SQL. Like what happened? This MySQL image loaded to your system, your physical system. Okay, and we can manage with the commands like this. We can run directly your MySQL, and you can create a database and how many things like very simple. Sorry, this is my MySQL image. I want to run a multiple databases. What I will do, I will create a container and I will create a container. I will create a container. Image is same, means it contains some application, right? So based on this image, I create a multiple containers. Each one, I will create some username, password, and started giving database here. And also I create a database here. I create a database here. But this database don't store in image. This database stays in this container. As long as you want to maintain this container, as long as the container is there, your database is there. If you remove the container, your database is gone. If you remove the container, your database is gone. Understand, guys? So normally you require a machine, virtual machine, install a OS, install MySQL, and create a DB. Again, take another machine, install operating system, MySQL, and create a DB. Install operating system, MySQL, create a DB. Okay, so your OS is consuming physical resources, application consuming resources, and DB also consuming space, right? So both CPU, RAM, hard disk consumption is more here. And here I didn't install any operating system extra. Directly I took a image. So no need to install, just download image. That's it. Only you have to create a container. You only have to create a containers as per your requirement. Okay, just wait 1 minute, because again I will tell, because I'm continuously telling now, you'll get a confused. Can you see this one? This is Docker run it. It means you're running a container, you're creating and running container. Run it means mysql is a image, mysql is a image, I'm running a container. Like that, I can run multiple containers. Okay, it's image, no OS, no need to install mysql also. Okay, no need to install mysql, just download image, create a containers, run the containers as per your requirement. You can create your database. This is a simple example of containerization. And you can create your own container. You can create your own container. You can create your own container also. Like you develop some application, you can create your own image. Okay, you develop some application, and you can create your own image with that application. Okay, and you can create a containers as per your requirement. Guys, understand what is a Docker? Containerization. So in a Docker we have a images. On image, on a image, or it means one image, you can create multiple containers. What is the meaning of this container? Container is like a run. You're running a machine, right? Your CPU, RAM, your process, you're running a process, right? You're running like a machine. So it is like a run related one. Means like a compute related one. Means you're processing, or maybe your CPU, RAM kind of stuff. Machine type. Compute means machine type, right? Like run. You're running the image. Okay, you take image and run with a container. The container is like a machine running type. Image is like a disk. Okay, so meaning is image means contains, image contains files related to, contains of files, very simple files, application related files, operating system related files. What type of image it is, based on that only. Okay, next one is on image we can create a multiple containers. Container doesn't mean, it's simply we are running like a runtime environment, means running environment, like we can running. So multiple containers we can create it. Okay, if you change in one container, not affect to other container. Okay, one change in one container, you done some changes, it won't affect another container. And also not affect, not affect on image, also not affect on image, no image is there. Guys, understand what is this Docker containerization? Containerization is without creating operating system, applications, installation, infrastructure. Simply Docker is an application. Utilize your physical resources and uh, your virtualization platform. Okay, we have applications. We can run an applications in the image. Okay, in the containers. Okay, we can run the applications in the form of image with the containers. So multiple containers we can able to deploy. Multiple containers we can able to deploy. So you don't require multiple virtual machines, OS installations, installation of applications, not required. Simply we can run it. What are the advantages? What are the advantages of this one, guys? Everybody got freezed or what?
Multiple application can be run.
Without without
Without virtualization, sir.
without installing separate operating system, machine creation, management, these many things not required. Simply just type a command, then automatically containers will create multiple, not only multiple application. I'm telling a same application we can run with a multiple machines type, means multiple containers we can able to run, and also we can run multiple applications. That's a different point. I'm telling it is very simple. One point, one single application, multiple containers. Just like give an example, right? So the what is that an example? MySQL single image. I download an image. I create a multiple containers. I created a multiple containers. Okay, each container I can work on that application. In each container, I go to one container, I do some work. I go to another container, I do another work. In same application, multiple machines we can able to run. Instead of installing application into multiple physical machine or virtual machines, we can directly run with a container. Simple. Okay. Instead of creating multiple machines, means either physical machines or a virtual machines. Okay, we can run a application or operating system, means it's a image actually, um, in the form of application only. I will tell first. Okay, we can run an application in, okay, sorry, we can run application with multiple containers. Okay, but if you see really how it is works, definitely will understand. Guys, understand this one or not? Is simple one actually, because after long struggling and all means, even I watch a videos, no, nothing is clear in that one. But there are a lot of big concept are there. My point is, this is my application. So normally I have to create multiple machines to run this application. Only one single application, not multiple applications. I'm not telling. I'm telling in a single application format only. So I have to create a multiple machines, then install application and run. Like a web application, database application, a lot of different applications are there, web server applications, including operating system kind of stuff also. So you have to create a machine, and you have to install application, and you have to run. It consumes more, it consumes more resources first of all. Okay, it consumes more resources because each machine should be run, more physical resources, more disk space it is occupy, and a lot of time taken. Lot of time taken, each machine has to run, right? So a lot of time taken for deploying the virtual machines, right? Like that. But in a Docker we have a image means in this image you have your application is there, or any application you can create your own application also. You can create your own image, sorry, you can create your own image also, own runtime environment also. Everything like a JDK, everything you can able to run. Now this is, I can create how many containers I required, I can create it on this image. How many containers I want to create, I will create it. Single application only, single image only. It's a single image only. But I created a multiple containers. Container means machine only, computer thing only, running like a machine. You can type commands here, here, here. Okay, I'm running same application in a different container. Same application in a different container. If I made a changes here, it won't, any changes I made here. If I change anything here, it won't apply here. Okay, main images won't corrupted. If I made any changes here, it won't affect on here. Understand? Any changes occur in a container won't affect on any other one. Each one is individual one. It use your physical resources, but very less space occupation, very less physical resources consumption. Like a Linux, if you take Linux minimal, is minimum you need a 512 MB RAM, minimum you required. But here if you run same Linux, it will require only 64 MB RAM. 64 MB RAM. Okay. As per the requirement, multiple containers we can able to create it and we can run. So that is a Docker. So I want to stop the explanations. Okay. And leave this one. So we'll see that one later, because it's my point is to cover the entire subject, not here. What is Kubernetes? What is Kubernetes?
Kubernetes provides a platform for developing, scaling, and maintenance of application software across cluster of hosts. Deployment, scaling, and
This is, it is open source, of course, for automating deployment, scaling, and management of containerized applications. As I said in a Docker. So why I told Docker instead of telling directly Kubernetes? Kubernetes is also one cloud service. Through cloud means like AWS, Azure, Kubernetes, like these things are there. Very simple. I have a application, some of web application, for example. Okay, I have a web application. Okay, my website application is there. Okay, here to run it, I am using containers. Manually, I have to deploy the containers. Manually, how many containers are required, I can create it. I can remove it also. Containers are my wish. I can create it and as well as a destroy. Normally in a Docker, manually we are creating. Manually we are creating this container. But I want to automate that one. I want to automate it. How to use Kubernetes. How to use Kubernetes. What is this? Kubernetes will do. Again, same as the auto scaling type. Auto elasticity type. Elasticity type means load increases, deploy multiple containers as per the requirement. Okay, and load balance in between that one. Deploy multiple containers. If load increases, deploy multiple containers. Load decreases, destroy unnecessary containers, because container does not contain anything. Simply it is running your application. To balance the load, we can create multiple containers, and also we can destroy the containers if load is decreases automatically. To get that one, Kubernetes. Kubernetes is automating, means orchestrating. Actually, the word is orchestrating. It means automatically it will deploy, scale, and manage the container containerized application, means containers. These containers will be automated, automatically deploy, automatically commission and decommissioned automatically. That is a Kubernetes. Okay, that is container as a service. In that one, so the people use Kubernetes. This is a one of the cloud services. Okay, but you should understand Docker practically, not theoretically. If you want, you can see, yeah, this is my service is running already installed in my previously I installed this one, so it will take time. Okay guys, this is about your Docker and